Alright guys, well, this is some of the pictures I'm going to be putting up on Car Gurus. I just washed it, fully waxed it, cleaned the rims, cleaned the tires, best as I can do. I even cleaned the exhaust and the exhaust grime out of the insides. This is what my baby looks like when it's fully cleaned, waxed, just the whole 9 yards. Did it myself. Actually, is what I did is when it was cooler at night, I cleaned it. I really cleaned it without being able to see what I was doing. I did the wheels first, went back inside because they were just literally the dirtiest they've ever been. And then basically just now, I added another coat of wax and even cleaned the Burke Racing exhaust. And baby's looking nice. Obviously you can see why I would be emotional to get rid of this car, especially for $7,500 bucks. Jeez Louise. It automatically locks. I forgot to tell you guys, it automatically locks. If you unlock the car and you don't get in it, it automatically locks itself. It's got no haze over the lights. These pivot. It's got the nice intakes here, air, and yeah, 7,800 to 8,500 is absolutely insulting for this car. Performance, high performance Continental Extreme Contact Sport Plus tires. Look at the tread wear, guys. Whoa, my hand's blocking it. Look at that, full tread wear. You can still see this. The DWS, I believe, is back there. I thought that was cupping, but that actually was water. I'm sure it's hard to see, but barely worn out. Probably got 3,000 miles on it. You can tell by the edge of the tire that it is not wearing strangely because of the alignment, and it is properly inflated. I know if this car is properly inflated or not because the tires will start to squeal around corners, which they normally do not. Plenty of tread wear in the back. Just insulting, guys. Look how clean this thing is. Let's go take a look on the inside. I'm also gonna take some pictures. I will have to re-unlock it, of course. I had no idea it locks itself. So it is a little messy on the floor mat, but the floor mat is easy to clean. So we have a few scuffs here and there for my feet. No big deal. That's an easy clean. I would say that the steering wheel is in, honestly, for a 10-year-old car, impeccable condition. Impeccable. Love these shifters. This downshifts and the back upshifts. So if you want to go down to second, you click that. You want to go up to third, you click this, or either way on that side. Of course, I have done nothing to mess this car up. Don't drink in it, nothing. Occasionally I'll have drinks here, but they won't spill. And it's such a simple, basic design. They still have this layout, especially this radio layout, especially this climate control. We have the heated seats, convertible top up, convertible top down, and of course the start and stop button. And all the lights work, as you can see. There's some weird light up here, something about passenger airbag. I've never seen that light go off. You need a BMW phone specifically to use. Sorry about the focus. I don't know what it's focusing on, to be honest with you. there's like an SOS button here. It won't do anything because you need a special BMW phone that costs who knows how much. Leather is impeccable condition, guys. Armrest comes up. You can store your sunglasses right down there. 2 cup holders. Now I do say if I have to zong something, this cup holder is pointless because this doesn't slide back, but it does go up. So if you want to leave it up, you can. Then it'll work. So if you have a passenger, but then you can clearly see the phone charger here and the USB stick for the sound. A little bit of grime here from this leather pouch for whatever it's for, not sure. I always just leave it down. This seats do move up. It's got grime in there for whatever reason. No big deal, that's just an easy fix. Nobody ever sits in the car. So everything works as far as I know. This is locked at all times because I have my registration in there. Shiny wood. I have this side and that side shut off, so I only get the air or heat. It has a few funny quirks and features, obviously. If you hit this DTC once, it still gives you a little bit of traction control, a little bit. If you hold it down, it'll take it off completely. Then you got to be careful, especially in the wet. In the dry, you'll still probably be okay. Now, if I close the door, I'll close the door right now. It will. It won't automatically lock, but I think I can lock it. Okay, if I lock it now, say I want to get out, I have to open the door once and then twice. Or if you want to make it easier on yourself, this is what I do now. Is basically right when I'm about to get out of the car, even if the top is up, I just click this button real quick, and then I'm out, and I don't have to worry about it. So that's that. And it has a wind reflector back here. This goes up and down. See, simple. I usually leave it up at all times, just based on that whenever I drive this car, the top is down, trust me. So the top works perfectly. There is water back there because I didn't wipe it off. And there's even like some sort of climate control back there for the rear passengers. There's barely any room in these rear seats. This is really just a 2-door car in my opinion. But I usually leave this up. And like I said, this whole piece comes out of the car. So I could technically drive around without it. This whole piece comes out, but you have to obviously have the top down, and then I believe you can store that in the trunk. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I gotta take some inside pics for Car Gurus. Oh god, this makes me just sick thinking about selling this car. Just because of the shape it's in. If it was beat up or if things didn't work, I wouldn't care. Or if it had a major malfunction that I couldn't fix, I'd be glad to get rid of it. But I had fixed all of it and it runs great. So it has a very easy to read. Look at the sun, it's killing me. Very easy to read speedometer, but man, does that reach 80 quick, let me tell you. I wish it had a digital speedometer right down there, but it does not. So I was used to the WRX and always paying attention to my speed. In this, guys, I'll be honest with you, it is not so easy to keep speed. Before I know it, I'm always speeding. But, you know, and then I'll let off, obviously, and coast the rest of the way. But if you're passing someone on the highway in this car, let me tell you, you stick it in third, you give it a 75% throttle, you are breaking some laws, my friend. That's all I have to say. I passed this FRZ today as if he was standing still, and he was already like whipping by me. I got in a different lane, and I realized like he was doing some weird things, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna blow by this guy. And it was just he didn't even have a chance. And you guys all know how much horsepower those guys have. So the only gripe that I have about this car right off the bat is that its windshield wiper fluid runs out faster than any car that I've ever had. So I just put water in it, and I Rain-X the window, or I put like a wax on it, and then I just I leave water in it, and then I haven't had any problems. That's it, guys. Now I'm gonna take some interior pics and post them on Car Gurus. Peace.